The pre-download of Pokémon TCG Pocket is now live with a release date of October 30th, 2024, right before Halloween. Fitting day to release it because I am scared for this app and what it means for the Pokémon Trading Card Game moving forward. Let's take a look at what we currently know about Pokémon TCG Pocket and see if we should be alarmed. When Pokémon TCG Pocket was first announced, I took a look at the trailer and found some problems. If you want to see my thoughts on the initial trailer, you can check out my video on the subject. But to bring us up to speed, here is my main problem with Pokémon TCG Pocket and the other online version of the Pokémon Trading Card Game. My issue is that they missed the mark on what could make a virtual trading card game engaging. TCG Live and its predecessor TCG Online fail as a meaningful competitive card game because you have to gain cards through purchasing real-life packs and redeeming codes rather than just having access to every card in the meta, meaning that you'll most likely never have the cards you need to build proper decks. Live isn't too bad in this regard, as it does give you a lot of tools to gain cards outside of physical codes and has no microtransactions. However, Live's system of card collecting just doesn't work with a game that revolves around battling real people around the world. Most people you go up against are going to have better access to better cards than you. There's no satisfaction in the sense of progression in getting new cards because the gameplay is only meaningful when you have the best cards to build your deck with. Compare this to the far superior Pokémon Trading Card Game for the Game Boy. That makes you feel a sense of progression as the NPC players you battle against don't automatically have the best cards, so you can properly move up against increasingly difficult opponents. Pokémon TCG Pocket, to its credit, is not going to be as focused on the battles as TCG Live is. The marketing for the game shows that collecting is going to be at the forefront for better and for worse. Look, I don't think there's too much wrong with the concept of collecting cards virtually. Will it ever be as good as putting real cards in a real binder? Of course not. But virtual collections can be fun and satisfying in their own right if done correctly. So, is TCG Pocket doing virtual collections correctly? The answer is, it's a mobile game, so of course not. Without paying for anything, each player will get 2 packs a day. In my previous video on the subject, I mentioned that 2 packs a day was not a lot. And someone in the comments pointed out, what if you got 2 real packs every day for free? Wouldn't that be a lot? And yeah, it would be. 2 real packs a day for free, I'd take that deal. But virtual packs are inherently less valuable than physical cards. And I'm sure a lot of players who get into this game with 2 packs a day are gonna find that pace sluggish, especially if they want to participate in battle. Also, one major difference between real cards and virtual cards is that with real cards you can go out of your way to buy the singles you need to build a deck. Whereas with a virtual game like TCG Pocket, it most likely is not going to let you just buy the cards you need, and you're probably just going to have to cross your fingers and hope that the pack has the meta card that you need. We already have a little bit of insight into how this game is going to be monetized, and it's not looking good. Something you're confirmed to be able to buy is something called Pokégold. Thanks, I hate it. You can buy 5 Pokégold for $1, 15 Pokégold for $3, and 50 Pokégold for $10. Right off the bat, I will commend them for not giving you a better deal if you buy the 50 Pokégold, which would encourage a lot of players to buy more. A common tactic in mobile games. No matter what you buy, it seems that Pokégold is the equivalent of 25 cents. I don't know yet what this Pokégold does, but that doesn't matter because the issue is that there is a fake currency at all. And before you comment, that's how mobile games work, yeah, it's bad when any mobile game does this. The reason I'm singling out TCG Pocket is because I love Pokemon cards and hate to see them handled this way. There's one more thing you can drain your wallet on in Pokémon TCG Pocket. A subscription. Everyone's favorite way of paying for things. For $10 a month, you can get yourself the Premium Pass. Now, I don't know what the Premium Pass does, but there's no way this is gonna be worth the money. Think about it. If you have the Premium Pass for a year, you will be spending $120, the equivalent of 2 Nintendo Switch games. Are you really going to get the same enjoyment out of a year of premium Pokemon TCG Pocket that you would out of 2 full-fledged first-party games? These pricing structures confirm the exact worries I had when this game was announced. This will be a game funded by its whales for its whales. If you don't want to shell out the big bucks, don't even bother playing, cause you'll never be able to compete. At least with TCG Live, there aren't any microtransactions, and someone who is a semi-moderate physical card collector will likely gather up enough code cards to be able to make a decent deck and compete. Again, Live is by no means a perfect way to play the game, and I have my criticisms of its system, but Pocket is a massive step backwards, not a step forward. It's also possible that my criticism of this game is just due to the fact that I don't really like mobile games. And yeah, I don't. Mobile games are designed to be shallow experiences that squeeze out more money from a consumer than they would spend on some of the highest quality AAA games. The only Nintendo mobile game I like is Super Mario Run, because you pay a flat sum of $10 for a full game with a decent amount of content for its price. So yeah, I don't like mobile games, so I don't like that the Pokemon TCG, a product that I have been a consumer of for the majority of my life, can only be represented virtually through computer programs and mobile apps when the Nintendo Switch is right there with no TCG representation at all. Why does the TCG have to be a mobile game? Why hasn't there been a proper Pokemon TCG game, a real game, since the Game Boy era? The answer is probably money. Okay, it's definitely money. A full-fledged Switch game based around the TCG that you pay one flat sum for will never make as much money as gambling addicts, sinking their life savings into premium passes and Pokegold. But I'm gonna complain about it anyway, because this is no good. And the existence of TCG Pocket just means that a real game based around the TCG is never coming, at least not in the near future. Games like TCG Pocket and TCG Live can't coexist with games like Pokémon Trading Card Game for the Game Boy, which is why I think they are a net negative for the consumer. I think that's the phrase we should be considering when we talk about TCG Pocket. Net negative. Sure, there are positives in this game. It'll be fun to collect the cards, the new artworks and immersive cards are cool. You may even be able to get some fun battles out of it, and plenty of dedicated players will get enjoyment out of this game without spending a nickel. Those are positives. But this game is still a net negative, because all those positives will do is enable the Pokemon Company to present the TCG virtually like this, and never give us the Pokemon Trading Card Game video game we deserve. Hey, I hope you enjoyed my scathing comments on this upcoming game. If you'd like to hear something more positive, check out this lighthearted analysis of Rotom's legendary status. Or if you're in the mood for more criticism, check out my original TCG Live trailer analysis. If you like what I do and want to see me do more of it, consider becoming a channel member or checking out my Patreon, link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.